What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach. We got another episode of The Journey coming to you today. So today is Saturday the 31st. I spent this afternoon, simming through the off season at the end of the Gauntlet episode 12, 13, whatever it was. The one that went up on Friday. So I spent today, clicking continue, waiting for the reshuffle of leagues and to figure out what our schedule looks like. And then I got to middle of July, no schedule. Got to the end of July, no schedule. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Maybe that restarts or resets at the 1st of August. Halfway through August, nothing. Halfway through September, nothing. Halfway through October, nothing. So, this is not the first hiccup I've had. This is not the first hiccup I've had with the database, and I got really frustrated trying to figure out what was going on with it. And finally I said, you know what? Fuck it. We're killing that series until I can figure out what to do. Crash that. We're gonna kill the series altogether. So I've decided to come out of retirement and pick up where we left off in the journey. So here we are, back at Bayern Munich. The latest save I had was after I clicked the retire button, and as far as I could figure out, there's not a unretire button. I just have to make a new manager. I didn't want to go through that for story reasons. So I found a save that was after we got knocked out of the Champions League semifinal by Leipzig. So I just had to play Freiburg and Hamburger again. And ended up getting the same results. So, or at least close enough to the same results. Episode 160 something, whatever that last one was. We ended up on 88 points. We ended up on 88 points again after I tried it again. So, we are as close to where we're going to be as we can get. So, Zach, what are we doing? We're not staying at Bayern Munich, that's for sure. And we're not going to stay in Europe. Because what I want to do, we look at the job center. There's a lot of clubs looking for new managers. Like, I don't know, nothing really pops out. So I went to the settings here. No, not the settings. Where the hell? Yeah, it is in the settings. Add remove leagues. Started looking around. MLS I am going to do for the beta save for FM25. Because originally I was like, oh, it'd be cool to do MLS. And I'm like, nah, we'll save it for the beta. But Mexico actually sounds quite fun. And if you don't know how the Mexican First Division, Liga MX, works, we go to the rules. This is very complicated. The way Liga MX works is there is an opening stage and there's a closing stage called I think it's Apertura and the Clausura. So basically, in the first stage, everybody plays each other once. And then there's a table, and all of the top however, qualify for the playoffs. There's a playoff there. And then there's a break for Christmas, basically. Right? Yeah. Yeah, for ends in, November. And the playoffs go through basically right before Christmas. There's about a month break. And we come back for the Clausura. And everybody plays each other once again. And you go through the playoffs again. And that I believe at the end, the winner of the Clausura plays the winner of the Apertura. And I believe that is officially crowned the Liga MX champion. There's some interesting squad registration rules when it comes to Liga MX. You have to have so many Mexican players and all that kind of stuff. Not quite as complicated as Major League Soccer, but complicated enough. This could be interesting. So, yeah, here we go. Matchday squad have to have at least 12 players considered Mexican-born. There must be at least 4 Mexican-born players in the playing 11. Only players registered for this competition are eligible to play. There is VAR. But if you've ever watched Liga MX, you know that it is actually quite entertaining. So I think we're gonna try to go for Liga MX. I don't know how promotion relegation works. I couldn't find anything about that. If there is promotion relegation, because I know there's the expansion league. What does it say here? Nothing really happens to the winner. So I'm not incredibly interested in the expansion league because there isn't promotion relegation, right? If we go here, if we go to the table, yeah, there's no pro rel. Oh, maybe there is. Hello, hold on. Is there promotion? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I think this will be fun. So what I'm going to do is, if we go into the job center, look at it. Club Leon are the only one looking for a manager at the moment. We look here, they are 17th. They've not had a great season. If we look at the Apertura, they actually played a little bit better. They finished 13th in the Apertura. But in the Clausura, not quite as successful. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So, I don't know if I really want to manage Club Leon. I don't know anything about Club Leon. I know a little bit about Club America and Chivas Guadalajara, some of the bigger teams. What's the other one? There's one. Is it Guadalajara that only signs Mexican players? Chivas Guadalajara. Are you the one? There's a team that's very similar to how Athletic Club works, where they only sign players from Mexico. I believe it's Guadalajara. Look at the players, look at the senior squad. Can we look at you're Mexican. I believe it is Guadalajara. Well, that could be kind of fun. That could be fun if that job opens up. I don't know that it will. We might have to settle for a Club Leon. I imagine there will be a few more that pop up. Right before I hit record, I, fast forwarded a day or two, and Celaya was not on this list before. So it does look like some of the teams are getting rid of their managers, and obviously I need to find a kit pack to put on here. So I am going to fast forward and try to find a team in Mexico to manage. I'll see you in a second. All right, so I know I said we were gonna go to Liga MX, but literally nothing was popping up. We're gonna go to Miami instead. Basically Mexico, right? Right? Anyway. Hey, we're going to Miami. And I already have a scarf. Where are you at? That one, the pink one. It was their inaugural season one. Okay, so since this is the journey, crap, I didn't think this one through. I guess I have to buy a Miami kit now. Do I join the 87 million people that have Lionel Messi Inter Miami kit? Question mark? Let's see here. Current captain and current vice captain is perfectly fine with me. So here's the thing with Major League Soccer. It sucks. Second bit. So there's an Eastern and a Western conference, right? And the top 9 of each conference go into a playoff. And the winner of each of those playoffs play each other in the MLS Cup final. So our goal is to make playoffs. We're level on points with New England in the Eastern Conference. How many matches left? We should have a few. Good few, yeah. Looks like we got knocked out of Leagues Cup, maybe? Yeah, we did. I'll talk about Leagues Cup in a moment. Wow, we went on a terrible run. Good God. What competitions are we still in? Oh, we got knocked out of the US Open Cup by Louisville. Oh, let's just take a look around. Enter Miami, shall we? Finances, we should be in decent shape. Yeah. Look at the board. Man, the myth, the legend, David Beckham, still the president. And as per usual, let's see, team selection, we're good there. Second team, Michael Kraft can be in charge of all the staff crap I don't care about. All good for me. Confirm that contracts. Don't care about staff contracts. Staff contracts, don't care. Hand that off to the GM. Advice and reports, that's fine. Scouting, that all looks good to me. First team, dev loans. Don't care about the second team at all. Contracts, don't care about the second team. Transfer room is fine. Media, we're not doing any of that. Raining. Fine. Tactics, that's all good for me. Match. Friendlies, we're not going to be in charge of. Everything else looks good there. Set pieces looks good there. If we take a look here, oh god. There's a car alarm going. Let me look at general information. Oh, we got some decent players, hey? Claudio Cordero is our guy. Left wing. 57. Ooh, we need to change that. We go to the preferences. Since we are in the lovely United States of America, we get to change to the US dollar. We're still going to keep pay per week because that's what I understand. And since we are in MLS, I don't think we have to mess with hits, right? Where's the little badge? There you are. Sweet. Don't have to mess with that. Don't have to mess with badges. What else? We look at the competitions. Here you are. Yeah. So quick rundown for those that don't understand what you're looking at here. So Major League Soccer split up in East and Western Conference, right? That's what this is. The Supporters Shield is basically just all the teams in one table. It really doesn't matter. I think the winner gets an automatic spot into the CONCACAF Champions Cup, which is the Champions League of North America. And then we have the US Open Cup, which is a very old competition. The first one was in like 1920 or something like that, something ridiculous. 1915. Very old. Very old competition. As you can see, St. Louis has won a few. And if I remember correctly, the St. Louis is one of, if not the most successful towns in the Open Cup. And then last year, 2023, they introduced US Open Cup is the FA Cup equivalent. In the United States, every team that is registered in the United States is allowed to play in the Open Cup, which means none of the teams from Canada, so Montreal can't play in it, Toronto, Vancouver, those teams can't play in it because they're not American teams. But then they wanted to add another cup, which is the Leagues Cup, which is a combination of the Major League Soccer and Liga MX. I guess it was 2020 they added it? That doesn't sound right. Anyway. They created this Leagues Cup thing, which honestly is quite cool. It's a really cool concept. It's competition with Major League Soccer and Liga MX, put them all together into a competition. And it's really cool in the way it's structured. There's a bunch of groups. I think it's 2 MLS clubs and 1 Liga MX club. All the way down. Play each other once, and the top 2 go on to a playoff. And eventually merge into a final. Really cool competition, but Major League Soccer decided that the schedule was too congested with Champions Cup, with US Open Cup, with Leagues Cup, with all the MLS matches, that we needed to scrap one of them. So Major League Soccer decided to put rules against teams playing in the Open Cup. And there was only a handful of teams this year that were allowed to play in the Open Cup. So a lot of most if not all of the supporters groups protested the Leagues Cup because it was very obvious that Major League Soccer created the Leagues Cup so that they could get money from it, because they weren't getting any money from the US Open Cup. It's a whole thing. If you want to learn about it, I really encourage you to go online and read about it. Very very interesting. So, with all that out of the way, let's build a team, shall we? If we look here, top players, we got a left winger, we got a right winger. João Pedro can play the right wing. Center back, right back, center back. Another left winger. And Cordero can play up top. I think João Pedro cannot. Cordero can play up top, so we're looking at classic 4-2-3-1. Capellani is a semi-okay striker. Central midfield, we got Ezequiel Diaz, who is our out-and-out striker. So, yeah, let's start with the 4-2-3-1 of some persuasion. Tiki-taka sounds actually really fun. Quick passing. Yeah, I'm about it. Let's do that. Let's start with it. Here we go. 4-2-3-1, double DM. Okay. Let's see if that works for our team. We have a lot of central midfielders, and we have one defensive mid. So I'm not thinking double defensive mid is going to be the answer. Let's go with double. Probably not a roaming playmaker either. Go with our normal, like, box-to-box and DLP. Let's just start with this, shall we? And go back here. Let's build a team. All right, Claudio Cordero wants to be a left winger. So let's start you at left wing. João Pedro is our right winger. We'll put you out there. Nicolas Lopez, you prefer to be as a center back. Can you be a ball player? Yeah, you can actually. I'm cool with it. Llanidloes, you're definitely our right back. They're both suspended. Fantastic. Edward Cavallo also can be a ball player, but you're going to start as just a regular center back. Hector Navas is another left winger. Ezequiel Diaz is a striker. So that's our first troublesome spot, right? I'm not playing a complete forward. Claudio Cordero's better up top. What do you prefer? Trequartista? I'm not sure I actually know how that works. Take a look at it. Well, maybe if it'll show like the little graphic? No? Okay. Put a person there? No. Here we go. What the hell? Why is that down here now? Am I taking crazy pills? Anyway, Trequartista operates attacking midfield or center forward. Similar to advanced playmaker in that he aims to drop into the holes between the opposition's midfield and defense. Trequartista does far less defensively and simply drifts around looking for space when the team is not in possession. So almost a false nine. is an unconventional lone striker center forward who drops deep into midfield. So maybe not quite as deep. Rest of the team needs to carry on when defending, but use him as the main outlet when attacking. Okay, so maybe not quite Kai Havertz, but somewhere near that. Hector Navas gonna be our left wing, I think. Ezekiel Diaz. Well then, we'll start you on the bench and we'll go from there. Edward Benjamin is gonna be our left back. Nazareno Navarro. There we go. Central midfield. Finally, our first center mid. We don't have a. So there's our cam. Is that really our cam? No, Leias can play a cam. What the fuck? So can João Pedro, Cordero on the right. Yep, that's it. Barrow on the right, Diaz up top. Here we go. And then DLP is Corral, maybe? Is he the next? Yeah. And then a goalie. Nawel Corti. Where are you from? America. Why is your name not? Anyway. Okay. You know what? I don't hate it right out of the gate. This I would love to have someone else, but I'm cool with it. I am cool with it. And then let's build out the rest of our bench here. Guzman is unregistered. Why are you here? On loan at JUV. Where's JUV? So you're on loan, you're out on loan. Why are you? Go to the 2 team, please. I guess I can't do that. Okay, well. All right, so we need a right back and a left back. We got Matthias Enrique. Name sounds really familiar. You can play either right or left back. I really don't want to play an inverted fullback. Play wing back. On defend, I guess. Matthias Enrique can play left. No, that's the right back. Enrique, yeah, we need another wide back. That's going to be our first signing, I think. A couple of central midfielders. Let's bring in... Oof. Wow, we do not have much here, do we? Like at all. I guess it's going to be Hernandez. You're on loan, so you might as well be used. Backup striker. Capellani. And then yeah, just kind of fill everything else out, I guess. Left wing, right wing. You can play right wing, so very loud little motorcycle thing literally right outside my door or my window. Just bring in a couple of central mids. Good God. We do not have a lot, don't have a lot of good options, do we? Jesus Christ. Our bench is not good. Ooh, Della Canal. Right wing instead of Agostoni. Sure. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to start with. F meeting. Hello. Thank you. Yep. All right, cool. Let's just get to the match, shall we? I think we're just going to show one episode today. We're going to get through this real quick. We're going to guard the near post. We're going to be balanced. We're going to the near post. Again, balanced and swinger. Great. Awesome. Thank you. Yep, I know how to do this. Yep, thank you very much. Add another routine. We're going to go to the near post with an out swinging corner, and we're going to be playing it short. Go central end swing. Go far post end swinger. Far post end swinger. Something like that. That works for me. Cool. Also, we have the fucking All-Star game. That's a thing. How did Brentford get the short end of the stick here? What did you do to get voted as... Anyway, can I fucking go back? What are we doing here? Brentford. I just want to see where you finished last season. That's all I wanted. But I guess we don't get it. Squad dynamics. All right. Hello, guys. We're gonna make playoff, boys. Sweet. And that's it. FC Dallas in the first one. I believe Dallas are part of the Western Conference. I really don't want to go talk to them. Thank you. Oh no, Zach didn't want to do press conference. Get used to it. Get used to it. I scheduled that by mistake. FC Dallas, I believe, are in the West, right? They are. Where are they out in the West? Dead last. We should be winning this one. Hey, City's doing well. Good for you guys. Who are you? Head coach of FC Dallas. Good Lord, my friend. Let's chat about squad registration, because that's a whole thing. If we go to club competitions, Major League Soccer rules. Registration, maximum of 30 players, that's fine. Roster guarantee day is on July 1st. Players released after this date still contribute to the salary cap. So you release a player after July 1st. Their salary is part of your salary cap. After this date, all MLS players will be on guaranteed contracts for the season, regardless of how long they have spent in the league. Roster freeze date is on September 15th. And you can't do anything about it. No additions, no subtractions. That's it. Well, I guess you can subtract, but you can't add. All players must be registered prior to this date. So as you can see here, including players on the DL. Disabled list is a thing in Major League Soccer. Let's see your transfers. That's all fine. Maximum of 6 foreign-based players over the age of 22 allowed on loan. Maximum of 6 players over the age of 22 allowed on loan, out on loan to a foreign club. Players may be allowed to play for the parent club in cup matches while on... What the fuck is that rule? And then the financial rules. A maximum of $135,000 a week. And that is, I believe, yeah. No, that's for the team. You have a maximum of $135,000 a week. We'll get to it. So just hold on. Designated players who are at least 24 years old only count £17,000 a week toward dollars per week toward the salary cap. So you can be paying a player $100,000 a week. As long as you register him as a designated player, he only counts towards $17,000. DPs who are at least 24 years old during the calendar year and have been signed from mid-season onward have a salary cap impact of $8,500 a week. Young designated players count $3,800 toward the salary cap. U20s that are DPs, so on and so forth. Clubs will not have to buy the third DP roster slot to accommodate a young designated player. No idea what that means. I guess we will see. Players on Generation Adidas or reserve contracts do not count toward the salary cap and will count as off-budget players only. So, you sign a player as Generation Adidas, he does not count toward the salary cap at all. Players with senior minimum salary or homegrown status can be registered as off-budget players, therefore have no salary cap impact. So, if you are a homegrown player or senior minimum salary, whatever that is, also don't count towards salary cap. Homegrown players, MLS allow a total of $2,400 a week, which is the sum of the difference between the player's salary and the base salary for his contract type to be cap exempt. What? For homegrown players, MLS allow a total of $2,400 a week. To be cap exempt. Okay. However, if homegrown player is on a senior minimum salary or reserve contract, he can fall into the off-budget category instead and will be excluded from the homegrown budget and be registered as off-budget players. Christ. $2,400 a week minimum for senior players. $1,900 a week minimum for reserves. Embarrassing is permitted. So, squad registration in MLS is really fun, and we're not even going to touch this until we get to it. Minimum team size of 18 players, maximum of 27 non-Canadian players, only for Canada-based clubs. Maximum squad salary of $135,000 a week. Maximum of 3 designated players. Maximum of 2 non-young designated players. Maximum of 10 off-budget players. Maximum of 4 non-reserve and non-homegrown off-budget players. Maximum of 6 reserve players. Maximum of 4 non-homegrown reserve players. So, anyway, let's just play Dallas. Major League Soccer is fun. And, so, we're just knocking them all out in one go. So trades are a thing in Major League Soccer. And we didn't even touch general allocation money. Columbus are interested in a trade with Inter Miami involving Edward Cavallo, center back who I have as one of my starters. They're offering $2.5 million from general allocation plus Austin's first round pick in the 41 Super Draft and Columbus's first round pick in the 41 Super Draft. We have a deadline of August 6th. No. Not for $2.5 million. No. What's our general allocation money looking like? Where do you find that? That's the real question. League specific, here we go. We're under salary cap, so that's good. Remaining transfer funds. We have 28 million general allocation money. So the way general allocation money works, I believe you're allowed to use allocation money toward the salary cap of some sort. If you start going over, you can use the general allocation money. I don't really know. This is one that I don't understand. The team will receive a fixed amount of GAM unspent. This year, it's halved after 3 years and expires from after 5. Spent on a year. Take from allocation. Okay. I believe you're also allowed to use it basically as trade money. Kind of money that's separate from everything else. I've been watching MLS for a couple of years now. I still don't understand allocation money. We're gonna reject this. $2.5 million? No. Just you go do it. Just let me play a game. Right, FC Dallas, if we win this match, we go above New England, but they have 2 games in hand. So, let's just get to the match. We got a couple of guys that are suspended. Right back, we're going to play Matthias Enrique there, and center back, we're going to play Vigoria. Have Cavallo actually be the ball player. We're going to have Stechina and whoever is the best of these guys. Salazar it is. All right, in goal, we have Nawel Corti, a back four of Matthias Enrique, Eduardo Cavallo, Manuel Vigoria, and Edwin Benjamin. In front of them, we have Antonio Corral and Nazareno Navarro, with Claudio Cordero, João Pedro, Hector Navas supporting Ezequiel Diaz up front. No idea how this is going to go. We are at home, so we get to play in front of the Miami supporters. He'll be fine. He'll live. Let's just get to the match. We're going to warm up. We're going to have a quick team talk. And I'm going to go search for a kit. Stick to the plan. We'll be fine, boys. All right. I don't even know what stadium Miami plays at. Good tackle by Navas. João Pedro turns. Gives it to Diaz. That's the end of the highlight. Can we get match information? Nope. All right, throw in for Dallas. Godfrey to Davies. Looking for the goal. That's out for a goal kick. Let me look at the match information, match stats. We are not going to see where we're playing. League table it is. So if we win, I mean, we move up into a decent spot, actually. If we win, we'll be above Montreal. I mean, I'm cool with it. So here's one thing that is going to make this interesting. The Football Manager doesn't, from what I've heard, Football Manager doesn't really get how Major League Soccer works. Shoot the ball, lads. We didn't do anything. So I don't know how well this is going to go. Hopefully, this goes better than the Gauntlet, because I'm actually really bummed. I spent a couple hours today trying to mess with it and just couldn't get it to work. So I gave up and decided, hey, let's open up the journey and see where we are at. I was able to find a save spot that that's a good opportunity. That was far enough back that I wasn't retired yet, and here we are. Cordero with a free kick. Puts it in the box. It is cleared, but only to Benjamin. Up to João Pedro. Brings it down. Plays it off to Corral. Too many people on the one spot. João Pedro. Bagoria. Back to João Pedro. Diaz. That's weak. Oh my god. So Major League Soccer is the top division in America. Not the best. It's not the highest quality competition in the world. Enrique plays it off to Cavallo. Back to Enrique. Ooh, good tackle, Corral. To Navarro. Up to Diaz. Can't get past him. Navas. Ooh, boy. Hey, oh, come on. You gotta finish those, man. Cordero. Played off. João Pedro. Score, guys. What are we doing? Oh, this is like watching it in real life. Cordero. Tackled. Out for an Inter Miami throw. We're going to make our first change of the match. We're going to bring on... I think João Pedro needs to come off. We're going to bring on Jordy Hardy. Are we? Christ. Hardy there. Who's our guy? Cordero up top. Let's try that with Capelani on the right. Offer some encouragement. Tiki-taka might not be the right call. Rock Horvat scores his first of the season for Dallas. Miami 0. FC Dallas 1, 69th minute. Nice. Also, let me know how you like the whole microphone right up on me kind of deal. I'm gonna buy a little pop filter thingy because I'm actually quite worried that I say enough names with P and B in it that I'll just blow out everybody's eardrums, and nobody wants that. Navarro is going to come off for, I don't know. Mendoza. I wasn't very happy with the audio with the microphone so far away from me. Because basically, like, what I had to do, like I have a couple of settings enabled where it, you know, blocks out the background noise, and there's a ceiling. I don't know what that's called. I'm not an audiophile. I don't know how those things work, but basically, if I get too loud, it will knock the volume down a little bit. So finding a kind of good, you know, happy medium there just wasn't happening, and I didn't really like it. So started actually paying attention to other YouTubers and Twitch streamers and stuff like that, and realized that literally all of them have the microphone as close as humanly possible. So we're gonna give that a go. Cordero. Ugh. Well, I know why we're on a 73.5 game losing streak. Just cannot find the target. Cordero with a 7.3 and no goals is a little concerning. Mendoza. Into the box. Oh. Hernandez keeps it in play. Find a teammate. Kaplani. We get a corner. An outswinger coming in from Cordero. Put a dangerous ball in the box. Oh, what a save, keeper. What a save. Maybe the keeper is just having a really good day. Hardy. Kaplani. Ooh, falls to Bestwick. Out to Matthias Enrique. Leaves it off to Cavallo. The end of the highlight. We've had 13 shots. Cordero. Enrique blasted against the defender Mendoza. We've had so many opportunities. Another outswinger. Do we just not have any right footers that can put a ball in the box? Man, that sucks. All right, well, first game in charge in Major League Soccer is a loss. That's unfortunate, boys. Shooting practice tomorrow. And yep, we're still outside playoffs, so great. When are we coming back? I don't know. That I don't know. Unlucky in defeat, 15 shots to 3. We absolutely should have won that game. Absolutely. Hopefully with our guys back from suspension, we should be a little bit better. Might fiddle with the roles a little bit. When are we going to come back? I don't know. Let's try to come back somewhere in here. Let's get through a good handful of matches. I'm going to try to come back somewhere in here when we can figure out what playoffs is going to look like. If we do make it to playoffs, then we'll see that in the following episodes. And if not, that will be the season, and we'll come back for the summer transfer window, all those good things. So with that, that's where we're going to end it here today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all those fun things. Again, sorry for the gauntlet ending prematurely. The game just kind of broke, and from my research, it just does that sometimes. I really didn't want to restart and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go back to the journey. We're going to come out of retirement. And hope I still have my thumbnails saved. There's that. As always. See you later. I still got to figure out. Anyway.